everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I do my nose contour. Nose contour can be a really tricky thing for some people. It's not like a one size fits all kind of thing. You have to work to your face shape, to your type of nose. But I'm going to show you what works for me, and maybe you can adapt some of these tricks to fit your own nose, and I will kind of explain to you how I've come to learn what techniques work for me. Let's get into the video. Starting with what kind of contour I use to contour my nose is I actually use cream contours. I think they work so much better underneath your powder. Sometimes I do go in with a powder bronzer or powder contour and kind of sharpen it up a little bit, but the majority of the work is done by my cream contour. I'm sure you've seen in my other videos what cream contour I use. It is this palette by Crown. It is just, obviously these are the cream contour, well that's not obvious at all, Sian, shut up. These are the 3 cream contour shades. I obviously use the lightest shade when I do my contour, and I will show you how I use it in a minute. Making sure that you can find the right product for you is extremely important. I've tried some other cream contours and the undertones of it were just a bit too orange for my pale skin, and some of them were a bit too yellowy, and I find that I have quite neutral undertones in my skin. So products that tend to be more on the pink side or the yellow side, they don't really help me out. I need a very neutral undertone in my makeup. So I'm just going to dive in and show you how I like to cream contour. Now I use a flat brush like this. This specific one is the Chisel Shader from Crown, but I will just take a little bit on my brush, just like barely anything really, and I will just go in on top of my nose rather than do it from the side like this, because the reason I contour my nose in the first place is because the bridge of my nose actually comes out a tiny bit, and I'm not a fan personally. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place the contour on top of my bridge. The reason why I do it on top and not on the side of my nose is because if I contour the side, I'm just going around the shape that is already there, and it won't actually change the shape of your nose at all. So if you just go on top of it, you kind of want to shade it into your brow bone, because that is what your nose naturally does anyway. So if you shade your contour into your brow bone, it looks a lot more natural, and then obviously blend it as you go down. You can go in with a beauty sponge or a foundation brush or whatever you want, just to kind of blend it in a little bit more. Just to blend in that harsh line right on top, I just go in with a little stipple brush, which I normally would use for my face contour, and just buff it. But I make sure that I don't do it from this side, because you want the middle to stay as white as possible. Okay, so that is one side done. So I'm just going to do the exact same thing on the other side of my nose. Every single time. I feel like you're just gonna think that I'm dropping things on purpose to make sure that it happens in every video, but I promise I'm not. So now that I have done both sides, now that I have done both sides of my nose contour, I'm now going to make my nose look a little bit smaller by darkening the underneath of this bit here. If your problem area for your nose, and the reason why you're wanting to contour it, is the bridge, you can kind of adapt the techniques that I just used. Make sure you're going on top of the shape rather than around it, so it actually is creating a new shape. However, if the part of your nose that you want to contour is the tip, you feel like the tip is too big or the wrong shape, what you can do, I don't normally do this, but what you can do is actually, I'll do it just for the sake of the video, take a little bit of cream contour and put it just where the tip of your nose begins and the bridge starts, and just create like a curved line. If you continue it the whole way around and blend it in also, you kind of get like that button shape effect. and it gives the appearance of your nose is flicking up, so it makes it look a little bit smaller. So like I said, I'm just going to go underneath my nose here and make that a little bit darker to make it look like more of a shadow. And can you see how it's just like made my nose disappear, like the bottom bit? And if you're really trying to enhance this nose contour to the best of your ability, you can take a little bit of concealer, any concealer will do, just on your finger, and just tap it up your nose and then blend that in with a sponge ever so lightly, just to really accentuate that new shape that you've made. Also, I just want to go out there and say, no one needs to contour their nose. I'm not telling anyone that they need to go to their local Superdrug right now, buy some cream contour and sort the shape of their nose out. I'm not saying that at all. I'm sure your noses are all gorgeous, and I'm sure anyone from my family, probably someone like my nan, will go and tell me, you don't need to do all that, but it's just what I like to do. I know I don't need to. It's just what I like to do when I do my makeup. So no one needs to wear makeup, do they? But just to enjoy it. Now, it does look very odd right now because I don't have the rest of my makeup on. I don't even have any other contour on my face, so at the minute my nose is just very chiselled and nothing else is. So I'm just going to go off camera, finish the rest of my makeup, and I will be back to you at the end. In the middle of finishing the rest of my makeup, I realised that I should probably show you how to highlight your nose once you've contoured it as well. So I'm just going to show you how I like to do it, just using a little MAC highlighter and a fan brush. And I'm just going to go in and highlight the bridge of my nose, just the very top of it, and then kind of leave this middle section blank and then go to the tip and highlight that as well. So it gives more of that little button effect. Don't know if you can see that. But yeah, just thought I'd show you. Okay everyone, so that is the end of the video. I hope you have learned something about how to do nose contour, whether you can use my techniques or not to adapt to your own face. Maybe it can help you when you do other people's makeup, if you do other people's makeup. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to smash a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below. Also make sure that you hit that notification bell so that you are notified every single time that I upload. I will see you all soon.